Hey, what's up? It's time for more Crash Landing on You, episode 12. This is quite a long episode today. I think, let me just double check, but I think it was like one of the longest episodes of the series we're doing today. It's 97 minutes, which is the second longest episode of the series. So we're in for a lot of content today. I don't know what to expect. We had a lot of tension last episode. Actually some legit action going on, and like so much so that I wonder how they're going to, because we still have 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, like we still have 5 episodes left, so there's quite a lot of content left in the show, and if this was a show the way I would expect it to go, I would predict that last episode would be like the second or third to last episode. So yeah, I wonder what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna jump right into it. Make sure to support the video and the channel so that I can keep doing these videos, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions, as well as early access, exclusive videos, lots of other stuff. It's absolutely worth it to go check that out. But let's jump into this episode, episode 12 of Crash Landing on You. I will say, this show at the start has like One Piece levels of recap, but luckily the show's a lot longer, so it doesn't take away from the episode as much. This is actually showing us how he got the phone.
총알 박히는 그 순간이야. 앞만 보고 걸으라.
I mean, this is a scene we've seen before, but it's cool that they're doing more angles from her perspective. Okay, alright. We're out of the tension section. Yeah, it was broken, right? Yeah.
아무튼 이 시간에 감사해요. 그리고 말씀 안 드려도 아시겠지만
Don't tell anyone?
보안 좀 신경 써주세요.
남자가 있다고요? 네.
Wow, he's immediately telling someone. Yeah, you saw those boots.
시리가 연애할 때 남자를 집에 데려간 적이 있었나?
Means there must be something to hide.
너 칼을 맞고 있어.
스친 거요.
난 도저히 용서가 안 되네. 위쪽에선 당했지만 여긴 얘기가 다르지.
You have connections here.
당신이 날 지켰어.
Aww.
무서웠을 텐데.
어느 날 갑자기 사라져도 그런가 보다 할게.
That's very strong of you. The soundtrack kicking in as she steps into the room. Damn, look at that outfit. That jacket.
산전, 수전, 공중전까지.
Oh my gosh.
내 구역이야.
Damn.
여러분들이 새들어 살고 있는 그 건물들은 모두 다 제 소유가 됐어요.
Okay.
2개 국어가 능통한 다수의 분들과 외모가 능통한 남자 한 분이
That's
몇십 개
true.
일로 붙었던 그 사건. 都在天上飞来飞去，怎么可能不知道？
Whoa. Yeah, did she just start speaking Chinese? Yeah, I was thinking.
그 사람들에 대한
Didn't sound like Korean.
가장 결정적인 단서를 주시는 딱 한 분에게만 건물주의 권한으로 앞으로 월세
Oh.
일체 받지 않겠습니다.
From now on. Okay, yeah, she's using connections.
잘 봐요. 저 위에 두어.
Okay, yeah, they're on it. You got him committed.
다시 봤습니다.
난 반드시 갚는 편이야. 은혜도 원수도.
야, 진짜 잘 되셨어.
this
개인 무상권
This guy.
났는데 위에서 그냥 예정대로 하라시잖아. 내가 뭔 힘이 있냐?
Damn, man. Through difficulties, he's still just happy she's safe.
윤셀이에요.
Look at him, he's starstruck.
나를
Aww. One of the only people who fought so hard for her behind the
비행기를
scenes.
수색해봐야 함. 서해 무인도 더 있는지 찾아보자. 더 있을 거야.
Aww.
대표님이 살아계신다. 저도 저 살자고 그런 건데.
오늘 찾아온 건 고마워서만은 아니에요.
Oh, okay.
문자와 이메일은 뭐 수백 통에 이르고요.
Uh-huh.
저는
제가 스카우트해도 될까요?
Nice.
좀 전에 잘려.
지금 연봉 3배 드릴게요.
Whoa.
인센티브 많이. 어때요?
Aww.
좋습니다, 대표님.
Oh.
내가 고마워요. 박수철 씨.
Oh my god. I love that they rewarded this character for all of that. That's amazing.
여기선
구조는 생각보다 빠르게 가까이 와 있었다.
Yeah. Within a few episodes, he was already there.
이곳에 와서 그들의 도움을 받고 있는 것으로 보인다. 구조는 짐작보다 영리했고 집요했다. 내가 와 있는
Sure.
것을 확인한 이상
Download game. Don't fall for a pop-up ad. Sari's gonna come home and he'll go, Sari, there's a prince who needs my money. He emailed me about it.
야, 진짜 충격적이다. 충격적이야. 그러니까 말이야. 아, 야.
Wow, more Subway product placement, huh?
대표님, 요즘 많이 변하신 것 같아요.
The close up on the Subway cookies.
하셨잖아요.
근데 대표님 아까부터 누구랑 그렇게 문자를?
None of your business.
설마 또
Look at that smile.
내가 한번 쭉 적어봤는데
They're all so invested. I don't think they're gonna do anything useful.
이거를 뭘 다 듣고 있습니까? 아니 대화의 끄트머리에 세리 대표에 대한 얘기가 나올까봐 중간에 자리를 뜰 수가 없었어.
결론적으로 성과는 없었다. 그 얘기디요.
이러는 표주지도 모르는 어떤 성과.
I was gonna say, what are the rest of you doing? Money? Where'd you get that?
아닙니까? 나는 지가 하루 3끼 중 2끼는 고기를 먹는다 기랬거든.
Uh-huh.
참고로 육고기로는 소, 돼지 다 그냥
He's explaining what meat means. Oh. It's making me hungry.
서 있었는데 차 열쇠를 내게 주더라 이기야.
What the
내가
fuck?
믿음을
발렛대죠.
Oh, I thought he was a valet!
대리 주차 맞으시죠?
Oh my gosh! Did he actually park their cars or did he just leave with the money? No, he legit parked their cars.
오늘 발렛 해주시는 분이 안 나오셨는데 누가 주차를 하셨나 하고 놀랐어요.
미안합니다.
아,
Did you get a job?
저희가 일손이 좀 부족해서 사람.
Oh my gosh! He kinda got a job.
좀 타시나요?
됐습니다.
그래서
You know what?
배달을 했다는 거가.
I like that he's...
생각을 좀 해보시라요.
I like that he's kinda useful. Getting them money is good.
하다 보면
다음 배달 때까지 이거 좀 먹고 쉬어요. 네.
I'm actually kinda happy for him. Getting to eat this chicken. There's something very satisfying about that. Oh, he's getting chicken. Oh shit!
고객님께서 통화 중이오니 잠시 후 다시
Oh man.
길에서 그 집을 찾아냈냐?
Oh my god, he could have found it.
소를 먹지 않았나 싶은데 사흘 안에
It was your fault. You were doing things right and then you did one thing really wrong.
정서 파괴 드라마 파티. 예.
Oh my god. Are they just crying? Yeah. What's he playing? Kind of looks like Final Fantasy 14, but I'm not sure if it is. It's definitely an MMO of some sort. It's intense. He was holding his own. Oh my god, really? Were they all interacting with Ree? Also, I mean, he wouldn't have played video games before, right? Or at least not many, if he has. And he's starting with an MMO?
아까 무슨 문자가 왔는데? 게임 아이템 결제?
I thought this would happen.
잠깐
Does microtransactions?
다녀오갔어.
게임을 했어요?
심심하면 컴퓨터 하라지 않았어.
벌써 마법사 4단계?
사실 내가 워낙 다방면에 뛰어난 편이라 한번 요령을 익히고 나니 거칠 것이 없었고.
Yeah, MMOs can be addictive. Especially your first MMO. Oh my god.
아무튼 힘든 전투.
그랬구나.
나도 현피가 무언가 해서 찾아보니 현실 플레이어 킬에.
Oh my god.
그래서 지금 현실 플레이어
위협적인 행동을 하는 사람에게 타이름과 따끔한 교훈을 전할까 하고.
Wish I could do that to some online people.
지금 기다리고 있을 텐데.
She's treating him like a child.
이름은 기르티. 토마토 지배자.
God, so close to meeting up. Look how mad he is. He wanted so badly to go beat someone up.
키즈 모드로 다 전환시켰어요. 게임 사이트랑 성인 사이트는 접속 금지고요.
Wait, that's bullshit.
청담동 일대를 돌아보려고 했는데 예상치 못한 난관들이.
Okay, alright. How are you going to interact with one of them?
낯선 사람들이 다가와.
혹시 어디 계약돼 있으신가요? 저희가 찾던 분인데.
Are these like modeling agencies?
사람이라고?
쉽지 않습니다.
활동비도 이제 별로 없는데.
Well, you have a bit more money now.
여기 좀 춥고 나 너무 아프다고.
Aww.
자다가 충전도 못해서 배터리.
Go take care of him. Is she gonna be able to sleep now? Oh shit!
걔나 밟은 거는 가만히.
She's bringing stuff for him. Damn, did she like do her hair and shit? She can't go outside without like making herself look even more gorgeous, I guess. Oh my god! She just attacked him.
뭐하고 있게 죽어가고 있지.
He does look very sick. She's annoyed, but she's taking care of him. It's very sweet.
죽그린 거예요?
I think it might be endearing to her to be like wanted by someone and needed by someone.
키케 맛있습니까?
Aw.
완전 짜.
그 둘째 오빠 회사에 해외 비자금을 들고 사라진 영국 출신 사업가 구모 씨.
That's true. That's how we started with him in the show, and I'd forgotten about that. I'd forgotten why he was in the show.
아버지는 곧 돌아가셨고,
Aww.
엄마는 재혼하셨고.
왜 본인은 남에게 사기를 친 겁니까?
Good question.
그걸 복수라고 불러보고 싶은데.
윤세린네란 말입니까?
Oh shit.
맞아.
Oh wow.
그래서
다 갖고 싶은 모양인데 그건 안 될 것 같네.
Seri was always a little too smart to be
난 너무
fooled.
먹고 자라서 그냥 우리 둘째 오빠 주머니 돈이나 털어먹고 끝내요.
윤세리가 너무 똑똑해.
Yeah, I love that. I really like that.
두 오빠들은 덜 똑똑해서 내가 해볼만 했던.
You couldn't scam Seri, but you could scam anyone else. No wonder she's put in charge of the company.
욕심이 많았거든. 누가 그러더라고. 내가 더 완벽하게 행복해지는 게 진짜 복수라고.
내 눈에 눈물 났으면 상대 눈에서 피눈물이 떨어지는 것이 진정.
Of course she'd answer that.
윤세리네 집안을 아주 풍비박산 낼 생각.
Damn. Oh shit.
뭐야?
We're gonna get drunk, baby.
술인데?
리정혁 씨 혼자 뭐 하고 있어?
Getting some time away from your nagging.
한마디 하고 싶어서.
Oh. Oh.
뭐? 무슨 한마디?
What do we got here?
나 예쁘다고?
나 가기 싫다고.
Oh.
안 가고 싶다고.
Oh my god.
그냥 당신이랑 여기 있고 싶다고.
That's so honest.
깨면 안 되는데.
No, you can't remember that I said that.
얘기해. 나 지금 너무 취했으니까 깨고 나면.
당신이랑
Oh my god. Woo.
난 딸이 좋은데.
Me too.
쌍둥이
Twins.
안 깼으면 좋겠는데.
I don't know if I've ever heard anyone hoping for twins.
계속해요.
다시 할 거야. 피아노.
Oh.
무조건 해야지. 내가 콘서트 열어줄게 리정혁 씨. 리정혁 씨 실력이면은 내가 아예 예술의 전당을 사버릴까? 나 얼추 살 수 있을 것
This all
같은데.
seems so
진짜 많이 취했구만.
완전
dreamlike.
취했다니까. 그거 보려면 리정혁 씨 진짜로 오래오래 내 옆에 있어야 돼.
The fact that they're saying all of this makes me worried it's not gonna happen.
그래야겠군.
Like they're setting up an alternate path that they could have
근데
taken.
리정혁 씨
I'm scared.
기갑시다.
킥하는 거야 진짜? 약속.
Oh. That's cute and controlling.
싸.
I'm not only drinking at home. Fuck off.
머리야.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're sleeping in the same bed. I don't think they did anything, but they did sleep in the same bed.
어제 이걸 기어코 다 먹더니
She doesn't have any hair on her face. Oh, you're checking her temp. Oh no, you're trying to cover her eyes from the shade. I mean, from the sun.
지금이 찬스다.
Do what?
어? 오케이.
Go and kill whatever man she's with.
알동무에 대한 모든 것을
Oh my god. That suit does look awesome. I like the tie.
그러니까 보디가드가 내 옆에 딱 하고. 어?
The watch.
이거 그 시계인데?
That's the watch.
무슨
이거 어디서 찾았어요? 너무 신기하다.
Fate keeps hitting him over the
당신도
head.
모르는 사이에 날 살렸군.
여기 반드시 나타날 거야.
Yeah, great deductive work.
지나가다가 지난번처럼 쫓겨나면 어떡합니까?
That's also true. Come on, you can always show people how powerful you are. That's your specialty.
이만큼 성장하고 돈도 많이 벌었어요. 그래서 제가 선물을 보냈습니다.
A present. You all get $400,000.
정말 수고하셨습니다.
Maybe they did. Maybe they just got a lot of money.
영업 시작해 볼까요?
Well, she's gonna have some loyal workers. They'll follow her into battle. What a weird outfit Pio has. The others look mostly fine. In fact, some of them look solid. They're all kind of mismatched.
누구한테도
구매하시겠습니까?
해야지. 근데 그 전에 여기 대표
What the fuck? This is your plan?
결정하고 싶은데
I'd like to buy this one chair, but can I talk to the owner of your
물어보고
company?
싶은 게 있어서.
Oh my god, they're gonna be Karens just to get what they want.
이거
이게 콘솔입니다, 고객님.
아니 그 내 말은
Oh no.
이거
이걸 다 사신다고요?
아무래도 이걸 싹 다 살려면
I need to talk to your chairwoman.
얘기한 편이 빠르겠지. 가격
저희하고 얘기하시는 게 빠르십니다.
This is such a terrible plan. He's going through the doors like the the doors that are just there to buy.
찾아오고 있는 따뜻한
Oh my god. Don't be loud. It shouldn't be locked. Open the door. You guys are making this is all so bad. You're making it so much worse. You're gonna get kicked out because you're running. Oh. You see them?
고객님 신발.
Oh, he's just trying to give them back their shoes.
이거라도 신으라.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh my god. He's here. The reunion. No. Come on, group hug. Everyone get in there.
중대장 동지. 중대장 동지.
Oh. Look at him. Look at Reed tearing up as well. Man, he missed
못
them.
봤어요?
아까까지 있었는데.
Oh my god. Go away.
중요하니?
중요한 건 우리가 이제 한 편을 먹어야 한다는 거죠.
Oh, do we?
2대1로 깨박살 내버리자고요.
그러니까 너도 나한테 붙어. 이제 그만 오빠 전화번호 차단 좀 풀고.
세영 오빠 밀어내고 나 밀어주는 건 어때?
Mm-hmm.
내가 원래 그 자리 주인이었잖아.
너
True.
파악되면 연락해.
내가?
오빠가. 난 바빠서 먼저 가볼게.
Don't have any more time for you. Bye.
아 그건가?
잘했어 여보.
Something about this brother specifically, I will forget his face when he's not on screen. If he wasn't with his wife, I wouldn't have recognized him. I only ever recognize him when she's there as well.
뭐라고요?
It's a full reunion.
세리 동지.
Oh,
이게 무슨 일이야? 어떻게 이러지?
cute.
니네 여기 있으면 안 되잖아.
보고 싶었습니다.
Oh.
엠나이 여기서 보니까 몰라보았구나.
표치스도 이리 오고.
Oh, she even wants a hug from you.
봐봐 이래. 감사스럽게.
That's cute.
강범 씨도 이리 오고.
무슨 멋있다게.
무슨 일이 있었던 거야?
All right, no more hugging her.
천천히 풀고.
목소리도 많이 들었어.
절 아신다고요?
예, 짧은 입 공주 아닙니까?
Oh my god, they've never been in such a
뭐 하세요?
luxurious house ever.
이걸 어떻게 알아? 제 집도 아니면서.
뭐래? 여기가 내 집이 아니면 누구 집인데?
이렇게 넓은 집에 누가 그 말이가?
운동하는 방, 하나는 손님 방, 하나는 그냥 비워두는 방. 됐냐?
I don't think you can say I use them all if one's a vacant room. I use all my rooms. The fifth one's the room that I don't use.
내 집에서 괜히 올정거리다 큰일 나가지 말고 어서도 가라. 잘 챙겨 드셔야 합니다.
Aw, they care about
길에
you.
앞날을 도모하지요. 여기 동지, 딱 마침 나오시는구만요.
Everyone's rallying behind her.
집에 그 참 말대로 더럽게 안 듣는구나. 아 여기 오면 위험하다. 여기 동지. 울지 마시라.
Oh man, there are a lot of good scenes in this. That looks delicious. Holy shit.
야 표치수 맛있냐?
She knows he's gonna be the one who's trying to undermine it.
나이가 우리
중대장 동지는 왜 먹지 않습니까?
많이들 묵으라.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. That
모두들
looks so
여기까지 올 때
good.
얼마나 고생이 많았을지 그 생각을 하면 내 마음이 무거워.
If I was filming this scene, I would keep messing up my lines on purpose to eat more.
저희가 있는데 왜
사랑꾼.
주먹이 넌 암튼 모르는 게 없다.
I like her dynamic with all of them. It's so cute.
낙이꾼, 도박꾼, 기렁공.
기거이 아니고
시간이 없습니다. 정혁동무 아버지께서 신신당부하셨습니다. 만나는 즉시 데리고 올라오라고.
That's right. There's more of a ticking clock now that they're here.
우리가 여길 떠나야 합니다.
국 다른 거 없어?
오늘 세리 생일이에요.
Oh, is it?
언제부터 세리 생일 챙겼다고?
세리가 북한에 갔다 왔다는 거.
Uh,
근데 그건 알았어요? 세영이가 세리 거기 있는 거 알고 사람 사서 못 오게 막았던 거.
테리 보험 담당자가 자기 살 길 찾느라고 이런 짓을 꾸민
he's
거라니까요.
got an answer for everything, doesn't he?
당신 그 말 사실이야? 정말로 세영이가 세리 못 오게 막았다는 거야?
Oh.
이정혁 씨 약속 지켰네. 상처 다 아물 때까지
Oh,
있었잖아.
she's trying to give
안
her
사라지고.
blessing. I think is what's happening here.
사라지게 되더라도 놀라지 않을게.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to make it
섭섭해하거나
like him not feel bad for leaving.
기다리지도 않을. 걱정 말고
But I think it's upsetting for him because
갈게요.
he wants her to want him to stay, I think. She's trying to do the right thing. Hello, mommy.
내가 무슨 말을 해도 넌 믿지 않겠지. 근데 그런 게 아니라. 네, 안 믿어요.
Fair enough, I think. Oh my god.
따뜻한 거 좀 사올게. 여기 있을래?
네.
What? You left her there? I would also resent you for my entire life. What the fuck? My gosh, she just had to sit on a beach.
하나,
And this is when she was counting.
둘,
That's right.
셋.
I had flashbacks of that counting scene in my head, but I thought it was from a different show. I feel like I thought it was from The Glory or something.
넷.
I mean, counting would make me fall asleep
그날
faster, I feel
이후로
like.
그 바다엔 아침이 오지 않아요.
Literally could have got her
숫자를
killed.
네가 내 말 다 안 믿어도 좋지.
Yeah, no
앞으로
kidding.
생일에 찾아오고 이런 거 하지 마세요. 최악이니까.
제 일의 보람이랄까. 뭐 그런 걸 느낍니다.
Uh-huh.
아 그럼요.
Oh my
제가 보기에
god.
여기 계신 분들이 원하는 게 윤세리 씨가 없었으면 좋겠다.
Oh my
그리고
god,
좀
this
이분은
is fucked.
윤세리 씨가. 근데 그 이후엔 목숨을 장담할 수가 없어.
Okay, and how do you respond to that?
기차 원하는 반이요. 없앤다고?
This is your one chance to show an ounce of morality.
큰일 날 사람이야. 오늘 만남은 없었던 걸로 할게요.
Okay, well, he's not agreeing to it right away. What was the wife's look?
근데
Hmm?
계획대로 하려면 돈이 필요하겠네요.
Oh my god.
필요한 정보도 많을 거고.
Oh my god, I thought it'd go the other way around. I thought the brother might jump on it, but the wife wouldn't be into it. What the fuck? I know she's scheming, but I thought he was the more evil one of the two and she was just scheming, you know?
이정혁 씨,
Yeah, she's gonna have to right now accept he's probably gone. Even though I don't think he is, but
이정혁 씨, 간 거야?
Oh.
벌써?
That hurts a lot to watch. Oh my god. Fuck, man. Oh my god. Who is it? Is it him? Well, yeah, he's the only one who has a fingerprint scanned. It's a party! Because it's her birthday!
남조선은 다 이렇게 한다며.
Oh, they
다 좋아하던데.
feel awkward because they tried to make it a surprise. You're supposed to say surprise as soon as she enters the door, not leave her to cry for 5 minutes.
앞으로 생일이 오늘만 생각날 거 아니야.
Oh.
좋았던 날로 이런 얼굴 안 보여주고 싶다고.
Oh my god. Back half of this episode has just been tears increasing. Oh.
윤세리가 태어나줘서 고맙다.
Damn. Parallel to what she was saying to her mother. Even though he wasn't there for that conversation.
살아있어줘서 고맙다.
The game again.
가만히 두지 않겠어.
2월 2일 내 생일.
Aw.
그리고 시그리스빌
Aw.
다리 위.
Excuse me? Could you take a picture of us?
Yeah.
Give me the camera.
Wow, you're starting to
But it's too scary here.
put it together.
To be here now?
Every day he finds out how much how connected her life is to his.
우연 아니고 운명이랬지.
Yeah.
잠시 볼 사람이 생겨서.
Okay, I understand. Wow. All right. I think that might have been my favorite episode of the show, which I will say is surprising since it's also the longest episode of the show, which like you may think, well, that's not surprising. That there was more show, which is a good thing. But for me, more show isn't always a good thing. I like shows when they are well, I prefer my shows to be shorter than this because I also, you know, don't like to watch a lot of movies for that same reason. I don't like to sit and watch the same episode for a long period of time generally. Obviously, the more I absolutely adore a show, that, you know, that preference fades away and stuff. Where, like, you know, there's stuff like Ted Lasso, which got longer and longer as the show went on, and luckily, when the episodes were super long, I was like so invested in the show that I didn't even care that they were really long, and I actually kind of wanted them to be longer. But that's like a very rare occasion for me. But this episode was very long, but it also, like, you know, credit where credit's due. It kind of deserved to be. They had a lot of stuff, except for one thing which I will talk about in a second. But I like to talk about the stuff that I really liked about an episode before saying anything about the stuff that I didn't care about that much, which is only very minor. But wow, this was just a really good episode with so many moments that I was looking for and that I'm glad I saw happen. I really like how they've been playing out. I mean, this feels like this is the consistently strongest the show has been to me, but also it's a setting I like more. I like a more, like, it's funny to say a more modern setting when obviously they're both in the same time period. It's not like this is a time travel show, but a setting that's more relatable to me, which is, you know, like South Korea is more like closer to the way that I live than North Korea is. So so it's a more relatable setting to me. So I feel like I get more connected to the characters when they're in this setting. It's a very small personal thing, but I really like that the second half of the show has gone to South Korea, and like they gave that time to have its own thing, because they easily could have had the concept be they're in North Korea for most of the show and have the finale, like the final episode in South Korea, and that would have worked fine for the story. I don't think that would have I think a writer could have taken that and that would have sounded like a good idea, because then it's like the finale feels special, but you know, you wouldn't have South Korea have that much tension to it, and the North Korea is where all the tension is. But I really like the way they're doing this, where it's like first half of the show basically is in North Korea, and basically the second half is in South Korea. That's really cool. It's a really cool idea. So I'm just looking at my notes. That's why I'm looking down. Whenever I'm looking down here, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So I really like in this episode the Ree's squad, like seeing the way that they were trying to do their job, and they were all so close to Seri or Ree, and they just didn't, like, either they didn't do something or something else didn't quite happen the way that they thought it would happen, you know? Like they were doing something that was kind of stupid, and it was their fault that they didn't meet up with Ree and Seri, but at the same time, it also, like, they also were so close. So I like that Pyo got a job, and I actually think they didn't give him enough credit there, because while the others like went to an internet cafe and played some games and watched some drama and did some other things, like while the others were kind of fucking around, he legitimately at the very least did work and got money, and they could use that money for stuff. I think, like, look, he's the character that's, you know, the one that they undermine the most because he's the biggest douchebag out of them. But I think they got to give him credit when he does good stuff. And they were like, oh, you're so, you know, like, you didn't get the job done. None of us did anything. But it's like, he worked, he got us money, and we're talking about how our budget is, like, we're running out of budget. Our budget's low. He got us more money. So I think they should have given him more credit there, because he did the valet stuff and then he did chicken delivery. And now they didn't know that what also happened was that Ree called up to get chicken, and he did not answer the phone, and like made it so he couldn't get the chicken, like made it so that the line was busy or whatever, so that he could get a break and continue eating chicken. So he did fuck up, but they didn't know that. So the things that they knew about, they should have praised him for, I think. But so I really liked that. I loved the scene early on where I think his name's Su-chan or something, was rewarded for all of the time he put into trying to get Seri back. And she, like, it's so sweet. Like, he was fired from his shitty job, and then he was like, I liked that they showed the scene of, he was just fired and he was sad about that, and you could see in his eyes that he was upset about that, but he was like smiling in relief because he was just happy Seri was okay. Fucking brilliant. Like, the way that they did that scene with, you know, like just kind of showing the flashbacks, but not, he wasn't, you know, monologuing his thoughts or anything. The fact that they did that and then had Seri arrive, and then she, you know, hired him and tripled his salary or whatever, is so great. I really like that. So that was a really sweet scene, and so vindicating, so rewarding, that, like, as viewers, I feel like we just got really rewarded with that scene. The whole thing of them playing video games and they play against each other is very funny. And then we're gonna meet up to fight one another, which we see at the end that wasn't his actual full thing that he, like, it looked like that he was you know, that was partially a cover up. Like he was whatever. Like she was like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Or whatever. And he just like quickly had to hide the thing. So like there was more to it than that, but they were probably going to meet up and fight. I mean, we only got a few scenes with Dun and Gu in this episode, which is fine because I feel like we got a decent amount last week, and this week they wanted to focus more on Seri and Ree, which I was happy with as well. But the small amount that we got of him being sick and her coming over to take care of him, I think is very sweet because it was like they connected a bit more, and that's always like a classic way to connect. I mean, that they use that trope all the time in anime as well. Like romance anime tend to have an arc where one of the characters gets sick and the other one comes over to take care of them, because it's a really good way to have the characters bond, because it shows that one character cares for another, but the character that is coming over to care for them also gets the gets to see that person in a bit more of a vulnerable state, so they are a bit more honest with one another and they get some true feelings coming out there. And there's a dynamic there that works very well for romance stories, but in this I really liked it because it tells us a lot about Dun's character. Well, it feels like it does for me, because my interpretation of it is that like obviously she somewhat cares about him, but also she, I think, is being rewarded for the want to be needed. Like she is used to kind of being pushed to the side, funnily enough. Like she's a weird mix of being a privileged character in terms of like I imagine academically, but I have nothing to back that up, but she seems like a very smart person from the way she talks. Aesthetically, like she's a very beautiful woman, clearly, and financially she's a very rich woman as well. And opportunistically, I imagine as well. I mean, she was put in the position where the person that she was in love with the most was set up to be in an arranged marriage with her. So like she's had so many things that life has given to her, and yet she, I feel like, still feels like with all of that I'm still brushed to the side, because the things I really care about don't care about me back. They don't need me. And case in point, Captain Ree doesn't care about her. He has been in South Korea this whole time. He has not thought about her once, not at all. He hasn't mentioned her offhandedly. There's been no flashbacks. There's absolutely nothing. I think he's forgotten she exists, which is very sad. And it also, that's how Dan feels like he feels about her. So what we have here, I think, is she subconsciously wants to be needed by someone. And so when Gu, who's a little spoiled brat, calls her and is like, I'm really sick and I need someone to come over and take care of me or whatever, she, is annoyed by it. And I don't think that's fake annoyance. I do think she is annoyed by it, but she comes over and does it anyway, and she gets some sort of validation from the fact that that someone cares about her enough to want her in their life. I think that's very sweet. And then we show him sort of reciprocating it in small ways, just by like when she's asleep, like just covering putting shade over her eyes so that she can stay sleeping for a little bit longer. It's like a very minor thing, but it's like him giving back. It's sweet. The Ree talking about how he doesn't want to leave scene, we've been waiting for that sort of thing. Like, that's a huge thing to admit, and they did that scene incredibly well. And like, they put in some jokes there of like, oh yeah, I'm totally so drunk right now and stuff, with like the banter between them, but it was a very sweet scene. And yeah, that hurts so much. I think this show is touching on a certain emotion And I don't know what memory it's bringing up from my life, from my childhood, but there's something it's tugging on, and it hurts a lot, and I don't know what it is. I have no thought in my head of like, oh, this is the memory it is, but I know it's pulling at something, because it's really hitting a certain memory right now. The thing of like the mother, Seri's mother, having left her on a beach and just like completely abandoned her overnight, like that's fucked. Like Seri's had to fend for herself her whole life. That is a perfect visualization of how her family does not give a shit about her. Like they just leave her behind, leave her to fend for herself, and then she turns out fine in the end, and they're like, yeah, great. I wonder how much they do that to the other children. I wonder if the brothers have memories like that, or if it's just Seri that had to grow up with those sorts of memories. I don't know. And the surprise party, I mean, come on, that was such an adorable scene. I didn't see it coming, surprisingly. I feel like surprise party storylines are some of the easiest storylines to see coming in the world. Like the script writers rely on these tropes that make it super obvious what's going on. Like, oh my god, it's my birthday today and he's sneaking around and doing all this, and it's like, it's so easy to see coming. Like, yeah, they're planning a surprise party for you, obviously. But in this episode, I didn't see it coming at all. I knew it was her birthday, but they didn't play with it too much. And then I just thought when she was crying and stuff, he would come home and be like, I decided not to leave, or maybe come home with like a present and say like, I got this for you. But like the fact that it was all of them and they went out to prepare the surprise party and stuff was very sweet. The only thing I wasn't a big fan of in this episode was, I think this episode had more flashbacks than normal and longer flashbacks than normal. Even flashbacks from this same episode. And they would do, like, One Piece does this as well. And I talk about this in One Piece as well. And it's more egregious in One Piece because One Piece is a shorter show. And so I said that earlier. But I feel like this episode could have been closer to a regular length Crash Landing on You episode. If they just cut out most of the flashbacks. I don't know why they need them, because I imagine, like, this episode's longer than normal, so I imagine they're not like they're not doing it to stretch out the episode, because they don't need to, because it's already longer than a normal episode. So I don't know why they do it. Now, when I say flashbacks, I'm not talking about when it's like when a character goes, oh my god, General Blank told me about that, and then they show a scene of General Blank being like, yes, she has a, I don't know, I can't improvise anything. she put her fingerprints on the gun, right? That is like a 2 or 3 second flashback to remind the viewer of the scene. I'm fine with that. I genuinely don't have any problems with that generally. In most shows when they do that, like sometimes I will roll my eyes a little bit at it, but it doesn't bother me at all. What does kind of bother me is when a show will do that. Oh, General whatever told me about that, and then they flash back and show the whole 1.5-minute scene. Like, it's less of a reminder and more showing us that whole scene again. I don't need to see the whole scene again. I've seen it. I watched it. I was there when it happened. And in this episode, they even did that for scenes that were in this episode. And it's like, I know it's a long episode, but I didn't forget it. I remember that it happened. So showing short flashbacks, I feel like flashbacks to stuff we've seen before, mostly they got to be like 15 seconds max. Like, you don't need to show any more than that. So I think this episode did little too much of that, but well. Sometimes that's also personal preference. There's some stuff that I am not a huge fan of with the way that things are formatted that are also part of the genre. So it's like, me just kind of having a disagreement with with parts of the genre, you know, like how a lot of Indian media will be like very heightened drama with a lot of like zoom ins and you know, like shocked reaction faces and stuff. That's like a staple of their genre. I'm sure that a lot of people who love Indian dramas actually kind of love that, you know, and that's something that they really like enjoy when the media leans into it. And maybe if I immerse myself in it a lot, I would really like it. But you know, in some cases, not a big fan. In this case, I wasn't a big fan. But that was the only thing that I didn't like about the episode. Everything, and that was like, I could just, you know, zone out a little bit while that was happening. It wasn't a big deal. But other than that, great episode. Probably my favorite of the series so far, I think, genuinely. So thank you so much for watching my Crash Landing on You episode 12 reaction. Make sure to support the video, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions and early access exclusive videos, everything from my Gent Watches One Piece channel. There's so much other stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.